Stationary point, differentiation. Y equals x squared plus 2000 over x. A. Find the value of x at which y is stationary. B. Is this a minimum or maximum? Since we're looking for stationary and minimum or maximum, we'll be requiring to use y equals x to the power of n, then dy dx equals n x to the power n minus 1. We also need to find the 2y dx squared, which is n into bracket n minus 1 x n minus 2. You can differentiate this once, or you might go straight from here to there. Second derivative. This is the first derivative, and that's the second derivative. Or you can differentiate first and then differentiate that again. Before we can differentiate, we have to make sure that y, the function y, it's in the form of x to the power of n. This function has two terms, 1, 2. And we can only differentiate here term by term. But each term has to look like x to the power n. Now, for the function y equals x squared, well, that looks like that. That's good. Plus, well, 2000 over, that's 2000 times 1 over x. In indices, 1 over a to the power of b can be written as a to the power minus b. So 1 over x can be written using indices. So y will be equal to x squared plus 2000 x to the power minus 1, where b is 1 and a is x. So now I can now use this to differentiate in order to find the stationary point. At the stationary point, the y dx equal to 0. The y dx will be equal to, n is 2, so that will be 2x to the power 2 minus 1, which is 1, plus minus 1 times 2000 is minus 2000. X to the power minus 1 is minus 2. The y dx equals 2x minus 2000 over x squared. We know at the turning point that function equal to 0. 2x minus 2000 over x squared equal to 0. So the best thing is to multiply both sides by x squared to get rid of the x squared in the denominator. So that will be 2x cubed minus 2000 equals 0. 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. 2000 over x squared times x squared will be 2000. 0 times x squared is 0. Now, 2x cubed will be equal to 2000. If I divide both sides by 2, x cubed equals 1000. But I know that x cubed will be equal to 10 to the power 3, because that's what 1000 is. 10 times 10 times 10, that's 10 to the power 3. Would that imply that x equals 10? We want to find out if 10, when x equals 10, whether that is minimum or maximum. We need to differentiate again. So if we differentiate that again, the 2y, the x squared, will be equal to, if we differentiate that, that will be 1 times 2, so that's 2, x to the power 1 minus 1 is 0, minus Minus 2 times minus 2,000 is plus 4,000, x to the power minus 3. Because minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. Or we could differentiate it right from there. 2 times, so that would be 2 times 1, that's 2. And then you get 2 minus 2, and that's 0. Plus, well, we know that same thing here. So minus 1 times 2,000 is minus 2,000. Minus 1, that's minus 2. Minus 2 times minus 2,000 is plus 4,000. That's 4,000 there. Then you get minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. So yes, you'll get the same thing if you go straight and do that. Here is the y, the x equal to 0, that line. The 2y dx is positive. The 2y, the x squared, if that's positive, that means greater than 0, because that's positive here. Then you can see that that's a minimum. So that's a minimum. But if it's negative, that means the 2y, the x squared, if it's less than 0, that's negative, but that will be maximum. That will be maximum. So that's what we're trying to determine. At when x equals 10, does the curve have a minimum or maximum? X to the power 0, x to the power 0 equals 1. 1 times 2 is 2 plus 4,000 over x cubed. We need to find the 2y, the x squared, when x equals 10. And that will be equal to 2 plus 4,000 over 10 to the power 3 is 1,000. And that will be 2 plus 4, because 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 4 over 1, that's 4. And that equals 6. So that's positive. Because the 2y, the x squared, is positive, that's a minimum. So therefore, the question says, is this a minimum or maximum? It is a minimum.